Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin at 3 with me, Charlene. In a shocking incident, a human skeleton was found on the second floor of the building in the heart of Mapsa town on Wednesday evening. Mapsa police conducted the Panchnama and shifted the skeleton to the Goa Medical College and Hospital at Bambolim for further investigation.
Skeleton found in a building at Mapsa Market. Mapsa police conducts Panchnama and has shifted the skeleton to GMC at Bambolim for further investigation. According to the sources in the police, the skeleton was detected on the second floor of a building in the Mapsa Municipal Market above the shops selling grams and groundnuts. No stalls are presently operating on the second floor of the building. Mapsa Municipal Council has decided to undertake repairs of the second floor. According to municipal staff, had visited the site at the building for inspection of the floor where they found the skeleton. Chief Officer of MMC was informed about the skeleton, following which he intimated about it to the Mapsa police. The team of Mapsa police visited the spot along with municipal staff and after completing all the formalities, shifted the skeleton to the GMC for further investigation. Police suspect that the skeleton could be of a man who may have died several months back. It may be noted that MMC had blocked access to the second floor of the building in the market much and some 3 years back after some person and people were found consuming alcohol on the floor. It is Prakash Gadekar and Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Jaspal Singh, who took over as Goa DGP on Thursday, said that Goa was once synonymous with drugs, but today they are much under control. Today, culture, music and people are the USP of Goa, he said. Singh was the SP of Anti-Narcotic Cell in his previous stint in Goa. Asked about police atrocities in Goa, he said he has no knowledge of the facts and added police need to be courteous. He also stated that police need to develop capacities to fight cybercrime.
Definitely share our efforts with the political leadership of the country and administrative leadership.
Sir, you joined as a SP ANC when you were posted in Goa. So from that time onward till today, almost 2 decades has passed. So how you see the drugs in Goa, whether it is been controlled or still increasing?
Because giving a statement like this is very difficult unless I again review the figures, because I do not have the statistics at my disposal.
But that time you are very strict.
I think that in general we have been able to make a dent on the suppliers.
Because when you first posting you are very strict.
It is much under control, I would say. Much under control. Because at that time it used to be synonymous. It used to be synonymous with drug, but now people don't come for this. Now people come to see the natural beauty, Goan food, Goan culture, Goan music. So now the USP of Goan state is its culture and its beaches. Earlier, yes, you said when I was SP anti-narcotics, it used to be synonymous with but now, so that goes to show that there has been much shift in our emphasis also, and there has been drastic reduction. कोई भी policeman in general arrogant नहीं होना चाहिए, because ultimately the department exists to help the people. But इस stage पे मैं किसी भी specific incident के बारे में, क्योंकि मैं उस facts के बारे में जानकारी नहीं रखता हूँ और आज मैंने ज्वाइन किया है, बट ये हम सुनिश्चित करेंगे कि जो हमारी इंटरेक्शंस पब्लिक के साथ, चाहे वो बीट लेवल पे है, चाहे वो PCR लेवल पे है, चाहे पुलिस स्टेशन लेवल पे है या पुलिस हेडक्वार्टर है, उसमें कर्टियस होना चाहिए और लोगों को जो उनकी समस्या का अगर समाधान हमारे पास नहीं है, कई बार लोग बहुत सारी ऐसी समस्याएं लेके आते हैं जिसका समाधान पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट के पास नहीं होता, सिविल मैटर्स होते हैं या कोई प्रॉपर्टी रिलेटेड डिस्प्यूट्स होते हैं, तो उसमें वो फिर पुलिस से ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा हेल्प की एक्सपेक्टेशन रखते हैं।
Houses owned by Geeta Naik and Urvasha Naik, residents of Madlavada in Virnoda, were damaged after branches of an age-old huge mango tree collapsed, causing loss in thousands of rupees. The impact of the incident was such as the two members of the family were admitted to the hospital with shock. Owners claimed that from the last 10 years, they are asking the authorities to cut the tree since it was posing danger. However, due to the failure of the authorities to take action, due to heavy rain and wind, branches of the tree collapsed.
Houses private ambulance damage in Pernem due to heavy rains. One house was damaged after branches of a year-old tree huge mango collapsed, causing massive losses. A private ambulance was damaged after a mango tree came crashing and fell on the parked ambulance at Kasarwade in Pernem. Houses owned by Geeta Naik and Ursha Naik, residents in Virnoda, were damaged after branches of a year-old huge mango tree collapsed, causing huge thousands of losses in rupees. The impact of the incident was such that with the shock, two members of the family are admitted in the nearby hospital. Owners claim that from last 10 years, they are asking the authorities to cut the trees since it was posing danger. However, due to the failure of the authorities to take action due to heavy rains and wind, branches of these trees collapsed.
2012 आणि 2017 दोन्ही टायमार फायल पावलेली. त्यांना आम्ही त्यांना सांगलेले पासून हांव त्यांना मेंबर आहले, पूण तो सरपंच जाल्लो तो येयल्लो, तेणी पासून येयले आनी तेणी सांगलें की जाल्ली आनी कलेक्टरा कडेन पासून ती फायल पावल्ली, पूण तिका ऑब्जेक्शन येयलें कट करपाचें ना म्हणून.
ऑब्जेक्शन हाडणारो कोण?
झाडवालोच आसतलो.
म्हणजे त्यांचे फॅमिली मेंबर?
हां, अशें तेंचेच अशें आसतलें. कट करपाचें म्हणजे कट करपाचें ना म्हणून अशें येयल्लें न्हू. आणि मागीर त्यांनी बेश्ट्याच्या खांदया मारा म्हणले.
2013 केला, 2017
आणि हो आमो एकट्याचो न्हू, 5 जाणांचो.
5 जाणांची
प्रॉपर्टी न्हू, 5 जाणांची प्रॉपर्टी.
तो ऑब्जेक्शन हाडटा आमकां
सारखे हांगा एकटो ऑब्जेक्शन हाडटा. आणि जर कोण मेले आणि कितें जालें जर ऑब्जेक्शन हाडटा त्याच्या नांवार तुम्ही हे करपाचें.
आम्ही कलेक्टराक केला, फॉरेस्टान घातलेली, पंचायतीक दिल्लेली.
त्याचे रिटर्न
कांयच घेवंक ना. तेन्ना दुसरो पार्टी आसा पळय तेणी सांगलें आपूण कापून घेता म्हणून. तेणी तेच्याच घराचेर अशें खाल्ले असले पळय तितलेच कापून दिले आमकां. आनी म्हणपा लागलो काय ना पडचें म्हणपा लागलो.
A private ambulance was damaged after a mango tree came down crashing and fell on the parked ambulance at Kasarwade in Pernem, causing loss of amount of nearly 1 lakh rupees. Vehicle is owned by one Sanjeev Parab.
हांगा आयज अशी घटना घडल्या की आमी हे एक्सेप्ट केल्ले की केन्ना तरी हे घडटले. फाटली 3 वर्सां जाली हांव डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक खास करून आमचे पंचायतीचे लेटरेडाचेर हे विशय सदांच दितालो. फाटली 3 वर्सां जाली हे आमो खंय तरी डेंजर आसा. फाटल्यान तिनूय सायडीन घरां आसा, तेन्ना ह्या घराचेर सारको लोड आसलो तेजो. आनी आयज ही घटना घडल्या कित्याक डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक सांगले अशें आमी म्हाका दिसता पंचायतीसून रेजुलेशनां सुद्दां धाडलेली आसा. स्पेशली त्या घरांतल्या चेडवानूय जे उर्वशा नायक आसा तेणी बीन फाटल्या 3 आठवड्या परत आनी एकदां एक लेटर केल्लें की सर रिक्वेस्ट करता की तुमी आमच्या घराचेर अशें घर झाड आसा तेन्ना ते मातशें कातरून दिवपाचें. आनी सरकाराचे हे म्हाका दिसता कायदो आसा की कोणाच्या तरी घराचेर झाड आसले डेंजर जाल्यार तेचें इन्स्पेक्शन करून जाल्यार ठीक जावं डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक कळोवन ते कातरले वयता. हें जायना कित्याक फाटली 3 वर्सां जाली. कोविडाचो टायम आसलो तेन्ना 1 वरासभर तर प्रोसेस जायनासलो. तेच्या उपरांत आमी आतां 6 म्हयने पळयता तेच्या उपरांत 2 लेटरां पावल्या. हालींच फाटल्या 3 आठवड्यांक आनी एक लेटर तेणी स्पेशली आपल्या नांवानूच केलें.
This is Smita Polji for Herald TV.
People, especially senior citizens, are facing inconvenience to pay their electricity bills. The electronic bill payment machine at MAPSA has remained non-functional for the past 1 year. Consumers are forced to stand in long queues for nearly an hour to manually pay the electricity bill, which would otherwise have taken just about 5 minutes by using the machine.
People face inconvenience to pay electricity bills in MAPSA, Goa. The electronic bill payment machine has been non-functional for a year. Consumers are forced to stand in long queues to pay their bills.
हांव लायटीच्या डिपार्टमेंटांतल्यान फारीक करपाक येता. 1 वर्सा पयलीं हांगा मशीन आशिल्लें. त्या मशिनान ते फास्ट कामां जातालीं. बिलीन पेमेंट करून रोखडें जातालें आमकां रावचे लायनी रावपाची गरज नासली. आतां जवळ जवळ म्हाका 23 सपनां सोडून वयचें पडटा. हांव सिनियर सिटीजन, आमकां खूब त्रास जाता. बाकीचे जे मेथड्स आसा पेमेंट करपाचे आतां हांव भंयच हांव पेमेंट करता भितर, हो बेस्ट सारको मेथड. म्हणजे 23 सपनां आमच्या सिनियर सिटीजनांक सोडपाक डिफिकल्ट. त्याक ते सरकाराक म्हजी विनंती आसा की हे मशीन जे बंद पडना फॉर ऑलमोस्ट फॉर 1 year लास्ट 1 year बंद पडना ते जाता ते बेगीन स्टार्ट करचे. आनी आमकां जो त्रास जाता आनी आनी खुबशे सिनियर सिटीजन त्रास जाता.
हांव म्हापशा इलेक्ट्रीक डिपार्टमेंटान आसा पळय, एक JCB घेता थंय एक मिशीन आसा म्हणजे खंयच्याय टायमार हांगा पयशे भरी येता. आतां कांय दिसामुळे हे 1.5 वरां जाले हे सद्या मिशीन बंद आहा आनी लोकांची सेवा बंद आहा सद्या. ते मातशें आमचे इलेक्ट्रीक डिपार्टमेंट कोण तो मिनिस्टर आहा तेणी लक्ष घातलें आनी जाता ते बेगीन मिशीन चालू करचें. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे तेवटूनय आसले थंयसरूय बंद आहा सद्या.
Ashmita Polchi for Herald TV.
Goa Foundation Director Claude Alvarez, reacting to Environment Minister Nilesh Kabral's statement that the Tamnar project is needed in the state, said this was contrary to what the minister had said earlier. Alvarez said what Cabral is saying today is completely contrary to what he had said when he was in charge of the Power Ministry. At that time, in 2018-2019, he had produced a paper wherein he tried to analyze the issue and problem of power in Goa. That time he had said that the infrastructure for these plants is not proper.
Claude Alvarez challenges Cabral's power requirement statement. Claude says what Cabral is saying today is completely contrary to what he had said when he was in charge of the Power Ministry.
अरे तानमार तोच माझ्या तेजे स्टेटमेंट आज खंयच्या पेपराचेर येयला पळय तितून तो एक तरी कोण तरी आपण एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट आनी गोंय वाचयता म्हणटा पळय तेणें कितें सांगलां आपणा म्हाका गायड करता. हांवें ताका पयर आतां स्टेटमेंट तुमच्या माध्यमांतल्यान केला की हांव आत्तां देखून येवपाक म्हाका येवन मेळ म्हणून सांग ताका आनी म्हाका गायड कर म्हणून सांग की गोंयांत जी लायटीचो जो दर्जो वाडटा काल पासून हांव जेन्ना बिफोर आय वॉज CM पळयता पोर्टफोलिओ तितून देखून हांवें पळयलां 700 मेगावॉट पावर पावला आनी आतां एप्रील मे म्हाका दिसता 750 पावणे 800 पावतले ते पीक लोड पावतले आनी तितून ऑलरेडी आमी पावर कट डावन करपाक लागल्या. आनी हो हेणें म्हाका शिकोवपाची गरज ना काम करपाक. सरकार गोंयचो जाल्लो आसा आनी जी गोश्टी गोंयकारा खातीर करपाक जाय ते करपाकूच जाय. नाल्यार तो आतां येवन म्हाका गायड करता म्हणटा पळय ताका येवन गायड करपाक हांव ऑफिसान रावता म्हणून सांग 5 ताका यो म्हणून सांग म्हज्या ऑफिसान आनी म्हाका गायड कर की लोकांक 24 वरां लायट कशी दिवपाची आहा. सी वी हॅव प्लॅन एज पावर मिनिस्टर वी हॅव प्लॅन आनी आमी पळयलां की सगळे उपाय पळोवनूच हे 24 वरां लायट जर दिवपाक जाय लोकांक बरे भाशेन विदावट पावर कट वी रिक्वायर इनकमिंग लायट.
For over the period of next 3 to 4 years, there will be a major problem when it comes to power supply in Goa.
You have to look, if you look at his analysis of the power situation when he took over as the power minister in 2018-2019, at that time he wrote a very interesting paper. It's called it a white paper on the complete status of power situation in Goa. And that, is on the Goa Electricity Department website. Now, there he says, presently the state is receiving 392 megawatts from the western region and 100 megawatts from the southern region. That is a total of 492 megawatts. And he said that, the power requirement is 572 to 610 megawatts, and we are getting the balance from the Indian Energy Exchange, which is, a facility that is available. Then he says, per se, there is no shortage of power. This is his own words. And then he says that difficulties are in transmitting the said power to Goa and receiving the same at various extra high voltage stations, that is EHV stations. Now he says all the EHV substations are already heavily loaded and cannot transmit and distribute the required power at many places. And the transformers and substations as a whole are loaded and cannot cater to the loads of the consumers. Distribution network of that substation does not even exist.
Correct.
Many of these other fellow transformers are down, they have to be replaced and things like that. So what we are saying is, you are saying that 400 kV HTL is required. Now, if you bring even 1000 megawatt power into Goa, if your substations cannot receive and distribute that power because they are in all very old, power stations, they've got no capacity to distribute. They have, these systems are very badly designed, and there are 7 substations of this kind all over Goa. Then where is the issue? We have been struggling. This Mr. Cabral has become power minister now. We have been in the High Court when the Reliance 40 megawatt power station, power generation station was being set up in Sankwal. And we have been fighting there. That is more than 20 years ago. At that time, we told the High Court and the government also that if you do not improve your transmission network in the state of Goa, Goa will never have stable power. Now, these situations in Goa, if you want to protect the greenery and if you are an environment minister, Mr. Cabral should be number 1 demanding with the government to put all the lines under the ground. Why are they continuing after so many years to keep the lines above the ground?
Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Anjuna locals have yet again come together to fight for their coastal village. The recent beautification project to construct a wall over the beach by Goa Tourism Developmental Corporation is considered a destruction of the beach by locals. Locals oppose this project as they claim it is a waste of people's money, as strong waves and the rise in sea water levels could damage the wall. Anjuna local Rahul Halmankar has requested MLA Delilah Lobo to look into this matter and has urged the people of Goa to protect their shorelines.
Anjuna locals have yet again come together to fight for their coastal village. Locals oppose walls constructed over the Anjuna beach shoreline. Locals claim this project is a waste of taxpayers' money as strong waves could damage the wall.
15 दीस पयलीं और 20 दीस पयलीं हांव असोच एकदा येयल्लो तेन्ना म्हाका कळून चुकलें कितें कसलें तरी कंस्ट्रक्शन चालू आसा, वॉल्स बांदपाचें काम चालू आसा. 20 दीस जाता म्हटल्यार हे जर तुमी फाटल्यान पळोवंक शकता सारकें वयर खंय थंय फुडें पावल्या. हे सायडीन जर काम आहा पळय तें खऱ्यांनीच बरें केल्लें काम आसा तेंच्यांनी अप्रिशिएट करपाचें आसलें. कित्याक सांग हांगासर मातशें कितें तरी हें जाय आसलें ब्युटिफिकेशन. पण ज्या जाग्यार आमी उबे आसा पळय थंय हांव तेका टॅग करता एज अ डिस्ट्रक्शन म्हणून. कित्याक काय म्हणयता दर्या जो आसा पळय तो आमकां गिळकृत करता. दर्या वयर पावत आसा आनी खंयचे जे नाल आनी बोणे बांदल्या गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिसरान ते खबर ना आमकां दर्या हे भितर येता. ह्यो वेस्ट ऑफ मनी, जनतेचो पयसो. आनी एक उदाहरण गव्हर्मेंट कसो वेस्ट करता पळय तो. कित्याक काय म्हणयता तुम्ही खूप वर्सां पयलीं आयकलां आसतलें रिटेनिंग वॉल अशीच बांदलेली हांगा केरये बिचार. कितलोसोच करोडांनी पयशे हे केले, वेस्ट केले लोकांक, कांयचवाच्या लोकांक, वागातच्या लोकांक. आतां तुमकां परिणाम कांयच जाणा जावचो ना. 10 वर्सांनी जेन्ना दिल्लीकार तुमचेर हावी जातले तेन्ना तुमकां विचार करपाचे पलीकडे आनी कांयच आसचें ना. कित्याक तुमच्या हातीन शेणी तेंची उरची ना, तुमची शेणी तेंच्या हातीन उरतली. हांगासर जे डिस्ट्रक्शन जाता, हांव आतां नवो आमचो MLA पर्राचो MLA शिवोले जिखून येयला पळय तेका हांव विनंती करता हांगासर येवन लक्ष घालचें. कित्याक सांग लोकांनी तुजेर दिलायला लोगोचेर एक व्हडले आशेन तुका मत दिवन निवडून हाडला. लोकल पंचायत आहा पळय आमची सावयो हालीबिदा सरपंच तेचे कडसून केन्नाच म्हाका अपेक्षा ना. कित्याक काय म्हणटा तेका असलें कांय पडलेलें ना. डिस्ट्रक्शन करता कितें करता कांय ना. पण हांगासर गव्हर्मेंटाचें एक चुकता. कसलें काम जावता पळय तेन्ना गव्हर्मेंटान आमच्या पंचायतीक कळोवपाचें वा ग्रामस्थांक तरी कळोवपाचें. कित्याक आमकां कळोवंक जाय कितें बाबा चलता पळय तें.
Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
The Mapsa Municipal Council is gearing up for the monsoon much in advance. Chairperson Shubhangi Vaingankar called for an all-department meeting to oversee the competition of pre-monsoon works before the onset of rains in the state. Representatives of Water Resource Department, Public Works Department, Health Department, Electricity Department and the Collector's Office met to oversee the completion of work before the monsoon.
आता पावसाचे दिवस, पावस थोड्या दिसांनी पावस पडटले ह्या विचारान सगळ्या डिपार्टमेंटाची मिटींग घेतलेली. तेतून WRD, PWD आणि डेप्युटी कलेक्टर, हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट आणि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी म्हणजे जे पावसाच्या हेका लागता ते डिपार्टमेंटाक सगळ्यांक हाडून तेंचे काम बेगीतले बेगीन सुरू जावचे जेणे करून पावसान त्रास जावंक जायना अशा रितीन आज मिटींग मागयल्ली. सो 15 दिसाचो तांकां टायम दिल्लो आसा. 15 दिसान तेंची आपली आपली कामां आमच्या कडेन सादर करची. तशेंच धाकटे जे नाला आसा म्हणजे म्युन्सिपालिटीच्या मार्फत येता ते म्युन्सिपालिटी करतली म्हणजे मार्केट आणि इंटरनल नाला धाकटे हे म्युन्सिपालिटी करतली आणि व्हडले जे नाला आसा आणि गटार व्हडले जे आसा पळय ते WRD करतली आणि PWD एक्चुअली PWD बी करताली पण आता तांकां गव्हर्मेंटाचे सर्क्युलर एक येयला खंय की तेंच्यांनी ते डिसिल्डिंग बी तेंचे कडेन तशें कांय ना म्हणून. पण आमकां काय तशें कांय येवंक ना ते पंचायतीचे सांगता. पूण आमी आतां DMक लेटर धाडून ते विचारतली म्हणजे पळयतली तांकां डिसिल्डिंग ना म्हणटात न्ही ते आपल्याक आमचे अशें काय गेल्या फावटी सुद्दां तेंच्यांनी रिजेक्ट केलें आनी रिटर्न धाडल्या. सो ते चवकशी करपाची आसा आमकां तितून व्हडलें हें ना पूण मेजर जे आसा ते WRD करतले आनी धाकटे आसा ते आमी करतली.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.